These are going to be the best game user settings and enhancements for your Fortnite. Now guys, I'm about to show you how I can make your Fortnite look as amazing as mine right now here in the background, because I'm actually using a very special colorblind mode to make it look so good. In the first place, of course, for windowed mode, you always want to utilize full screen, guys. That one is going to give you so much less input delay. Unless you want to, of course, apply a stretch resolution in this season, which is super buggy, where you have to use windowed full screen. The full video about it is right now in the info icon on the top. VSync, you want to, of course, always fully turn off, guys. That one is going to give you so much additional input delay. Then for the rendering mode, I actually figured out that for both AMD and Nvidia now, the performance mode works the best. So if you can, always use that one. Then for the graphics settings, I figured out that now actually Tritanope set to 7 looks the best. Longtime viewers know that I always used actually Protanope, but this season Tritanope looks so much better. I'm gonna put it all right now in the background so that you can decide for yourself. But Tritanope is so much brighter and more colorful, it actually looks really good. Then for the 3D resolution, as mentioned, the lower you go, the worse your game is going to look like. Right now on screen is a comparison between 30, 60 and 100%. So of course, the lower you can possibly go, the more FPS you're gonna get, but you gotta decide, is it still playable for you? But personally, I would not recommend you to go lower than 70%. 70% is noticeably lower quality, but it's still nowhere to the point where you actually get a competitive disadvantage, because everything is still visible and also quite clear in my opinion. Then the viewing distance, for me personally guys, I keep it on far. That's the only option, which is kinda high here in my settings, because it doesn't have a huge effect on your FPS, and in terms of competitive, you of course want to see enemies pretty far. And the rest, like textures, is completely on low, and of course disable report performance stats. And then usually for my HUD scale, I keep it on 80%. That way I can still perfectly fine read everything right now on screen, but it's not too annoying or too distracting. And then finally under audio, you want to put your sound quality on low, because high can actually cause stutter. And if you're playing competitive, you want to actually turn off visualized sound effects. If you have high ping in Fortnite and you don't know how to fix it, make sure to try out no ping for absolutely free. Using it is super easy, and this is why you need no pings. Your number one client to reduce your ping in every single game you guys want to play. Let's say you want to play Fortnite, you just search it up, select it, and no ping is gonna give you an overview of all of the best servers available in your near. And the coolest part is it works on multiple regions. So if you like to play cash cap on a different region, it can still help you to get the best server. So just select the server you want to use, click on to optimize this game, and no ping is gonna automatically help you to get the best connection possible. Additionally, they also feature some FPS boost features, and they are all tested tweaks which are going to help you to improve your system speed. Make sure to check out no ping with the link in the video description. And to actually find our game user settings on our PC, we need to go into a Windows search bar and type in the %temp %, then open up the folder, and in this new window now we need to click under local on the top. Press F on your Fortnite so that you can actually find Fortnite game and follow all my steps. Now in here we have the game user settings. First of all, go into properties and make sure that it's not actually on read only. Other than that, you cannot change anything in your game user settings. And then just simply double click and open it up. And this is now where we want to apply all the changes. Now the most important option here on the top guys is use GPU crash debugging. This one you actually want to put on false. Other than that, Fortnite is actually actively in the background collecting data of your PC whenever your game crashes. And for this to basically work, this service has to run 24/7 in the background. So therefore make sure that it's on false. Then stop rendering and background underneath, you also want to put on false. Other than that, this might cause additional input delay. Then what's also pretty important above it guys is motion blur. This one you also want to put on false. You definitely don't want motion blur in Fortnite guys. Then underneath we have display gamma, and in my opinion 2.7 is the sweet spot, so therefore make sure that you copy this exact number right here on screen. My user interface contrast I also have on 1. This looks the best in my opinion as well. Next up we also have a very important one, disable mouse acceleration. And as you can see, mine right now here says false, and this is actually wrong. This one has to be on true because it says disable mouse acceleration. And for whatever reason, every time there's a new Fortnite season, it's getting again set to false. And you don't want mouse acceleration guys. This is gonna make it super unnatural for you to aim. It's gonna feel super off and weird. So therefore you definitely want to make sure to put this one on true. Then a little bit lower you can see allow download high res MIPS. And this one you also want to put on false. And now what's super important guys, and a lot of people actually don't know, is because Fortnite is programmed on the Unreal Engine, you actually want to go 3 FPS underneath your maximum refresh rate as your frame rate limit. This is going to help the Unreal Engine to sync pictures better, resulting in way snappier gameplay, smoother experience, and less FPS drops or lag. So for me, since I'm right now you're running 240 Hz, I'm gonna put it to 237. That is super important as mentioned, make sure that you copy this one. And also above it, you want to put your audio quality level to 1 so that you have the low quality preset, since the high one can actually cause stutter. Then we're gonna scroll down a little bit more until we can find find these scalability groups. Now for the resolution quality, which is basically a 3D res, you can decide for yourself which one you want to apply. As mentioned, anything up until 70% is totally playable, giving you a nice FPS boost. Underneath it, it's definitely going to be hard to spot enemies. But for me personally, I keep it on 100. And my viewing distance quality is set on far, so therefore I got it on 2, and the rest is basically on 0. Shading quality you can also put all the way down to 0, and landscape quality you're gonna keep on 2. These are in my opinion the best settings for competitive Fortnite, and once we're done with that, we're gonna click under File and Save. Now theoretically, if you want to, you can go back into game user settings, right click onto it, and make sure to put it on read only. That way you cannot change anything by accident, but keep in mind, if you want to change any setting in game, you again have to close it and make sure to uncheck read only, so therefore it's up to you. Now for this next step, you need to go into the Epic Games launcher, because we're gonna apply some of the best launch options. What you want to do is click under your profile and then click under your settings. You can find them right here under account. Then you're going to scroll down all the way until you can actually find Fortnite. You're gonna make sure to click onto the small arrow and open it up. Then usually for you, it should not say additional command line arguments, so you have to actually check it yourself manually. And then you can copy all of them from the video description, which you're going to paste in here. We're going to have LANPLAY, NOSPLASH, and use all available cores, which is going to allow Fortnite to utilize all of its cores and threads. Sadly, a ton of them got actually removed by Epic Games, so these are the only ones which are still working and available for Fortnite. Then just simply close it and make sure to double check that they're actually applied. But we aren't done yet. We're gonna click on the library and make sure to find Fortnite. Once you get it, you're gonna click on these 3 dots and actually select options. Now in here, you want to make sure that only Fortnite Core and Battle Royale and pre-download stream assets are actually checked. DirectX 12 shaders is only available here for me since I use it for potato graphics. But besides that, you want to make sure that only these 2 here are actually checked. The same for languages. All of the additional ones which you don't utilize, you don't want to have checked. You especially don't want to have the high resolution textures checked. And then click under apply. And that way you're already done with the best Epic Games settings. And now to enhance your Fortnite graphics even more, I want you to right click onto your desktop and open up the NVIDIA control panel or AMD Catalyst. The first thing which we're going to do is click under change resolution and make sure that we're using the highest refresh rate possible for our monitor. There are many people who are actually not using the maximum one, so just a quick reminder. Then click under adjust desktop color settings, make sure that you selected the right monitor, and then when you scroll down you can see digital vibrance. Going up above 50% is gonna make your whole entire screen a lot more vibrant if you try it out. 75% is in my opinion the sweet spot, making Fortnite even more colorful and more appealing. Then we're gonna go under adjust video color settings on the bottom, go under with the NVIDIA setting, again select your main monitor if you have multiple ones, and click under with the NVIDIA settings. And in here you want to find saturation again as well, and also put it up all the way to 75%. You're already gonna notice that your whole entire desktop is gonna be a lot more colorful, but trust me, this is such a game changer. And then just simply hit apply. Then it's gonna ask you if you want to copy the settings and click under yes. And if you found this video helpful, make sure to check out the 2 ones which are right near your on screen, since they're also gonna help you out to improve your Fortnite and make it even better.